Hello, this is Mike, NoStressMike.com. I, I thought I'd run this by everybody. This is something everybody can benefit from, and I thought about it some time ago. I've been thinking about how I can make it work, but I don't think I'm going to be able to. And so I thought, well, I'll just dump it on you. Okay. And what it is, you hear me talk about, I live my life where I don't use money. And I've tried to make videos explaining it, but it's really hard to put it in words where you understand, because y'all have been programmed on money all your lives. Even your parents, people my age, a lot of people my age, I'm not saying all of them, but a lot of people my age really believe in money only. And what I wanted to do is, I mentioned I've got a small community that I stay at when I'm in the States, and when shit is the fan kind of thing for the whole United States, that's where you're going to find me, is in this small community. Now I'm obligated here, but when shit hits the fan, my obligations are going to change, and I've already told them here, my obligations will change, and it'll be in the States, but it'll be in that community. One of the things I wanted to do already, and I mentioned, one of the things that I got started in this community in the first place was I was helping the local community there, their volunteer fire department, raise money. And one of the ways, they had like a yard sale. It's a small community, so it's a whole community yard sale. And I was sitting back and let them do it, because I was still new to the community and stuff like that. And so, but I don't know if they still do it or not, but I know they wanted to do it on a monthly basis, and I wanted them to do it on a monthly, if not weekly or bi-weekly basis. Now, that is what I'm trying to talk about with you. And it's what you need to do, and you can do it now. And what it takes is organization. And it's not going to cost you nothing. What it is going to cost you is the time and the attitude to make this work. Now, what you need to do is, I know a lot of places they'll have the farmer's market. Okay, well, you need to have a thing kind of like your farmer's market, or like you say, a neighborhood yard sale or something like that. The only thing is, money is not used. No money is used. None at all. And what you're going to be doing is, you're going to be practicing barter. You're going to learn how the barter system works, and that's a good way to do it. And I'm going to give you some ideas on how to make it work. The first thing is, you will use one of the main things you're going to be doing is service. Your service work will be the first thing that's going to be really ranked up high. Now, what is the service work? The service is your abilities and skills. And the reason is, you have no money invested in your skills. So that's the first thing. That's what makes skills valuable. You have no money in it, and it's a skill that you have and no one else does, or sometimes other people have the skills, but yours might be better than theirs. And so what you're going to do is, you will have different skills set up And well, we're just talking about the skills part now. You have the different skills set up. Example is going to be like me. I'll have my Hoi Chi set up, the table set up right there, and I'll be doing Hoi Chi treatments. And how do I get paid for my Hoi Chi treatments? In trade. Okay. And what are we going to trade for? I don't know. What do you have? The easiest would be gold and silver. That's the easiest. I mean, I'd do it for, like I say, a dime. A $200 treatment I would do for 10 cents silver. That's why you should have silver coins and gold coins for the more expensive stuff. I think I mentioned last time I was up, I bought a Jeep, and it was for I used one gold coin, one ounce gold coin and a quarter ounce gold coin to buy a Jeep. And so then you're going to see, like I say, I'd do it for a loaf of bread. A loaf of bread? I'd do it for a loaf of bread? Yeah, I'd do it for a loaf of bread. And what it is, I'd have my table, my massage table, where you lay there and do the work. I'd have another table set up, and I would have stuff on there. That loaf of bread would be on there. And now the gold and silver would be in my pocket, because that can be used for anything. But like I say, if you're going to trade me a loaf of bread, I'd do it for a loaf of bread. A loaf of bread? Or a dime? Yeah. Oh, gosh. There's no end to what you can do. Now, for me, remember, if this was going on a regular basis, I mentioned on another video that I got socks with holes in them, and my wife used to mend my socks, and I always used to think, well, how stupid, what are you doing mending the socks? I mean, what kind of thing is that? And now, after I lost her, I look around, hell, there's no women that know how to mend socks. They don't know how to fix those little holes in the socks. And I asked this one gal, I took this one gal out, and I asked her about, she knows how to mend socks. She says, oh no, she just buys new socks. So, okay, well that's good. Okay, if you got the money. But like I say, if you're there, so you can sit there and mend, and if I knew every week this is going to happen, I would go over there and say, I'll tell you what, I know you're doing a lot of work mending those socks and doing sewing buttons on. I even have a shirt that's got a button on. And like I say, if you can do all this stuff for me, hey, I'll fix your back and I'll fix all your pain. I'll get you going. You know what I mean? So we're trading services is really a good deal. But like I say, there's other things, and these things will be laid out on the table. I mean, it could be a doll. I mean, it could be, and then like I say, some little kid will come along, I want that doll. And I say, good. What do we got to trade? And it was funny because one time, I forgot what it was. I don't know if it was a video or a book or something. A 12, 14-year-old boy wanted to buy this, but he didn't have any money. And I asked him, what do you got to trade? And he says, how about a blowgun? And I said, well, yeah, that sounds good. He had a homemade blowgun out of PVC, and he made the little darts. And so he traded that for whatever it was that he got. And the reason I did that is I wanted to help him start learning what bartering was all about. You don't barter when you're using money. So I would suggest you would try organizing something in your community where this particular day no money will be used, and people can bring whatever they want out there and start practicing your bartering. It's funny because You hear me talk about the copper coins. I got my copper coins. I could even barter with that. So it doesn't have to be gold and silver. That's why I say it's gold, silver, and copper. These things, they take up a little bit of space, and these are things that I travel with, that I can take. And they can be used to get me on a boat, get me on a plane, get me in a bus. I could use that stuff for anything. You know what I mean? So, not necessarily money. So, but you'll see, you will learn a lot when you start one day. We don't use money. And you're going to see what it is. You got a sewing machine? Bring your sewing machine down there. Hey, I got stuff for you to sew. You know what I mean? And if we know this coming up, and we know these people are going to be doing this kind of stuff, you will see there's going to be more and more coming up. And that's the way you learn how the barter system works. This is Mike, NoStressMike.com.